everyone, it's Katie McKinley from Patterns for Pirates. We've had a lot of excitement on the page about these infinity zipper scarves and a lot of questions, and I thought I would just clear a little bit of them up by giving you a quick video tutorial and walking you through making one of these. They're perfect for Christmas gifts or just wearing every day, and super easy to make. So one of the big questions is, do I really need 2 yards of fabric? And my answer is going to be yes, most likely. 2 yards is 72 inches long, and it's going to allow the fabric to wrap around your neck twice comfortably, and especially because we're using, and we can recommend that you can use non-stretch woven fabrics. It's not going to choke you while you're trying to wear it or put it on. You're able to adjust the length and the width as much as you want. We provided those measurements because we thought that's what looked nicest, but obviously you're sewing it, so you get to make the decisions. Case in point, I only had about 21 inches of width on this fabric itself. I had the length but not the width, and so I'm going for it and just creating a little bit slimmer of a scarf than what I had originally recommended. All right, so one of the first things you want to do is mark out and measure from one of the edges, the short edges. So this is going along the long edge, 5 inches from the side on both sides. So you've got 5 inches marked on both, because that's where we're going to be starting our zipper from. So on the first side, you simply take your zipper tape and you lay it out. Again, 5 inches from the edge. And the zipper is laying down, face down. And it's going along the entire edge of your fabric. So you see fabric face up, zipper face down. Then you're going to be taking your pocket piece and laying it out on that 5-inch mark across your zipper, and laying a stitch all the way across this edge right here. I'll be right back with that. All right, so we've got our stitch laid out. Now you're going to take your pocket piece, you're going to flip it to the back. And you see how the zipper tape is nicely sandwiched between the pocket and the main fabric. Now what you're going to want to do is on the other side of your main scarf piece here, we are going to be doing the exact same steps that you just did, but just with the opposite side of your zipper tape. So just fold it where your main fabric is faced together, right sides together. You're going to align your zipper tape and kind of just keep all of this other fabric out of the way. See? And then take your second pocket piece and align that baby right back on top. And then we are going to clip it. And remember, we're just doing the three layers right here. So we're doing pocket, the top edge of your zipper tape, and the main fabric. And we're gonna throw a line of stitches right along that. So now you've got a pattern piece that kind of looks like this. You've got the lines that you just stitched. You've got 2 pockets that are kind of hanging out together, and then you've got your zipper going in the middle. Now, what I highly recommend is opening up, wrong side, opening up your zipper, because when you're finishing your infinity scarf, it's easier first to have the zipper pull out of the way, but also if you are doing the version where you leave an opening in the pocket to turn it here, you're gonna need that, otherwise you can't get into your zipper to do the turning. So the rest of this is simply just aligning everything together getting all your corners lined up, getting all your edges lined up, and sewing the entire outer edge of the scarf. So we're aligning this edge, we're lining up your zipper pocket. I did not bring enough clips over here for this video. And you're aligning the entire rest of the scarf. So everyone that has been a little confused, you're folding it like a hot dog, not like a hamburger. So you're just gonna have really one big, long, folded piece on itself. And the way that I did it in the tutorial for the photos is that you literally sew here, 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 and this whole long edge. Now, if you don't want to have to hand stitch the opening close when you get all the way to the end, you can, and I can show you this part, you can stitch along this edge, up this corner, a little bit here, leave an opening, stitch here, down, and along that whole edge. So you're leaving a few inches of an opening on this pocket piece right here, and you can turn it inside out that way. So
and
we have this whole bad boy sewn together, right? And you've used half inch seam allowance all the way around. You've clipped your corners, you're ready to rock. This is the easy part, but it seems a little mind-boggling at first. You're gonna want to turn your fabric so you're able to enclose all your seams, and you need it to be right sides together. And in order to do that, I like to just stick my arm all the way inside of this. And I kind of keep my hand, so you don't accidentally spin it, I keep my hand along this this half-inch seam allowance. It just makes it easier. Stick your hand all the way in there and then pull it on through. And so you want to keep holding on to that seam, that way it doesn't twist, and align it all up and kind of shake it down. And now you're at half your length at the moment, and you want to just kind of get all of those edges aligned, and you know, throw a couple pins on there. And you're going to be sewing around this outer edge. Now, if you left the pocket open, like we talked about, then you can stitch this whole thing and not have to worry about leaving an opening. If you did not leave a pocket opening, then you're just going to do like the tutorial says and leave enough room so you can turn your edges out. So I have it all clipped together and I'm ready to sew. Okay, so your final step is just turning this and getting it all situated. Now, this is, again, it's a little bit different than the tutorial, but we had lots of questions, so I'm just gonna show you this version. If you left an opening in the pocket, it's as simple as just kind of pulling everything through this hole. And since it kind of takes, you know, doing it on camera is a lot more awkward than doing it in person. So we're kind of stuffing it all in there and then just pulling it out through that zipper hole. And there it is. And so remember, we left the zipper open. That makes it super important again. So you have the ability to get to this pocket. We've got a big circle here. And then the last thing to do is just tuck your seam allowance, no matter what side you did it on, if you did it on the opening or if you did it on the pocket, and pinning this, poking out those corners, stitching this shut. You can blind stitch it, or since this is inside of a pocket and no one's really going to be looking at it, you can do it on your sewing machine, just throw a quick line on it. And then as soon as that is sewn, you tuck it in, throw a zipper on it, or throw your zipper shut and wear it. And it's pretty darn easy. What do you think? thank you for watching. I hope this answers a lot of your questions, and I love to see what you guys make.